I'm Tori. I've been living here for about 2.5 months. I've got like an 8 to 9 foot trailer here and a nice big yard with a massive catio that I built. So let's go inside. This is basically my room. Me and my cat live in here. This is pretty much like my vanity, my bathroom. I've got my bathroom stuff. I always keep my closet door open because this is my bathroom mirror. Cat runs the show, so this is his tower. He also likes to sit up here and in the sink, so I just wanted to make it as comfortable for him as possible because I'm clearly a crazy cat lady. He likes to walk along there, and it's just really awesome. Like, the view out there is so sweet. The sun rises on that side, so it kind of comes through, and it's just really, really chill vibes. I keep all of my food in these two, and underneath of here. My cat's litter box is underneath of my bed, and I keep like my instruments just like tucked beside the bed. And obviously, like, smell is a really big issue. I've got like this kind of air freshener thing. I burn like all the stuff. And you know, when he goes, like, it's got to come out right away. So that's kind of keeps me waking up at 6:30 a.m. every day. So the power, so I pretty much just have like that big guy and another one kind of coming through here. The power runs underground, so like we buried the cord, and then the breaker is like all the way over in between another trailer. So yeah, super easy. Like, if it goes out, which it does pretty often, just go flip that breaker. It's usually good to go. I don't have the sink set up though, because we don't have a hookup in here, so this is just for cat. Under the sink is a little bit of a mess, but this is where I keep my pants and cat stuff usually, so like treats and his food and whatnot. This is like my baby. I have to have this because I obviously don't have like a dinner table or anything, so that's my dinner table. And then yeah, clothing. That's probably one of my biggest challenges too, is that I just like love clothes. So I have a lot of clothes, so that is where most of it is. There is like a little window vent thing here, and these two, like, they open up pretty easy like this. So that's got a nice screen. These don't have screens, so I tend to keep those closed. Got this outdoor kitchen set up, sort of half outdoor kitchen set up, because I don't really have a sink, but it's sweet. Got my bar, got my little hook for my wetsuit, just super handy. I've got a fridge, and all of this is just hooked up to like that power source that runs underground. And then for my stove, since I had an issue with the stove, what I've done is I've just gotten an adapter for my camp stove. Electric kettle is very key as well. Saves a lot of time, and like propane. These are built by pallets, so you know, I use all of my bags, and like if I want to wash my dishes here, just have one of these bad boys. Obviously, like, if it's got a ton of food, I go and use the shared facilities, so that doesn't attract animals because the raccoons are crazy here. But if it's just a little bit, I use this. This seems to not attract animals so far. So I've got like all my cat food and cat litter in here, because I guess cat litter attracts like a lot of predators and stuff too. So yeah, this thing's been good so far. I don't hear any raccoons. It's built under this nice canopy. This trailer is actually built totally in, so they would have to dig it out to pull it out. But I'm fine with it because I never ever have leaks, and obviously in Tofino it rains a lot. You'll see like a lot of other trailers with just tarps over top of everything, so I never have to worry about that, which is great. So I've got like a bit of storage here. This is pretty much just like stuff that I don't use very often, and like office stuff, I guess, is where I put this. Yeah, I'm pretty low maintenance, so this is like my bathroom. No. Yeah, I just use that hose for like brushing my teeth and getting water. I drink from it, like everything. So this hose is my lifeline. Little campfire as well. So it's kind of nice having these like barrel campfires. I mean, they're pretty janky looking, but like the rain, like you can still burn stuff if you have compost or whatever. So a lot of people just burn their compost and kind of keep that going. This is my beloved catio. It's 6x6. I built this with my mom. It was super fun. We've got this like wire here. When I put this up as well, I added some extra, so this actually, a lot of the spots, it goes further into the ground, so that if something were trying to dig and get to him, or if he were trying to dig out, they'll hit that first. Hey buddy. I've got like 2 layers of this plastic plastic netting, and I use these like heavy duty zap straps to hold it down, and so far that's been working really well. Yeah, so I built this catio because my cat was a free roaming cat back where we lived in Whistler. I felt really bad that he had to live in an 8-foot trailer with me so I needed him to be outside, and hopefully he could stay out here when I'm at work as well. His place is a little bit nicer than mine. Come here. He's a little crazy right now because he doesn't really know what's going on. This is Tazzy. We built this in, so this is like his little perch. It's actually screwed right into the frame of the catio as well. And then obviously when it rains and stuff, he's got like a little safe space, or if there's any dogs barking at him, he kind of runs in there. When it does rain and I need to keep him out here, I actually use this tarp. It's rolled up right now, but I unravel it and I like pull it across here in a slope so that he's got some coverage as well. This is kind of like my toy shed. So I've got my surfboards in here. I usually keep one in my car or on my car, just like for space. And then my bike and in camp chairs. And yeah, this thing is fairly rain proof. So far it's been pretty good. My chairs never really get wet, and it's just really cute. I live in this trailer because there is not a lot of places to live in Tofino. I also have an animal, so I can't really be in Staffacom. So this was kind of just my solution to being able to have my cat and move where I want. I'm 27 now. I've done the whole Staffacom thing. I've done snow seasons, you know, you're kind of living on top of people. So I just really need my own space as well. And this is totally fine with me. The biggest benefit of living here is that it is my own space, so I can really, you know, do whatever I want. I can leave the dishes for a while as long as they're inside, away from the raccoons. It's also a really great location. I'm really close to the beach, and I feel like I just have this sort of sanctuary, that I'm in this little corner of my own little paradise. And yeah, the biggest benefit is just like being able to have my cat here. Some of the challenges are obviously space, like finding space, enough space for my things, because I tend to have a lot of things. So I had to kind of downsize, sell some clothes, maybe drop a couple things off at my parents' house. With challenges, also keeping dry. Being a surf instructor, I have like a lot of wet clothes when I come home. We're always washing wetsuits and it's just getting kind of all over us. So this little space heater's been great, but often I either need to use like the dry room at work, or I've just got stuff like hanging all over the place. I guess another challenge would be like having an animal in such a small space, and just making sure he's getting enough stimulation so that he stays being a nice cat. So I have to like really make sure that he's being played with, and that he's getting enough outside time as well. He doesn't like to walk on leash, so he's not one of those adventure cats. And honestly, one of the biggest challenges is smell, because I have a cat litter under my bed, which is pretty gross, but I'm trying out different cat litters, and Just like being able to get up right away and like deal with whatever he just did and like finding different things to burn and airing it out and just being really diligent and on top of that, that's probably one of the biggest challenges. I usually have a pretty small room just from being in ski seasons. Like they're always just tiny holes. But I watch way less TV out here. It's great. I've like picked my guitar back up again. For me, it's been really like a nice time to get back to myself. I read way more. Like I haven't touched a book in years, and now I read almost every day. And I've also had to like, you know, decide on what things for decoration like that I need, that I'm okay with having, you know, because I can't obviously put up everything. So it's just been kind of nice. Like I feel like I've been getting back to myself, and I like am back to, you know, knowing exactly who I am, I guess. The things I've learned about myself here are that I really don't need a lot to survive and be happy. I find that cutting out a lot of the fluff and, you know, maybe just not having enough time to really like put makeup on and all this stuff and whatever because I have to go deal with my cat or like that has just been like really liberating. And I've also like, it's just been really good to force yourself to get out of bed because I'm like a pretty lazy person. So yeah, it's I feel way more active and like honestly way more happy, and I feel like I fit way more things in my day because I just living like this makes me get up and move. The advice I would give is to let go of a lot of your things, you know, kind of downsize, get rid of a lot of stuff, and just try to be okay with things not being totally easy all the time, you know? Maybe you have to pee in the middle of the night and you gotta run all the way down there and it's pouring rain. That's kind of okay, you know, it's good for you. I would say if you're living with an animal, just really start a routine with them. That's been really good for him. It's easier on my life as well that I know he's up at 7 a.m. or 6:30 a.m. to, you know, he wants to eat and stuff, and like just being a part of that routine has helped him, and it's helped me to just like keep that easy. Yeah, I definitely recommend doing this because I think from now on when I do move into a bigger home, I'm gonna really appreciate the space, but I'm also going to just live a little bit easier and happier without so many things being involved and stuff, just like a little bit more minimally. I have always just wanted to have like a bigger piece of property in a smaller home because I actually grew up in like a 3-story house. I went from a trailer to a 3-story house, and that, seeing both of those at a young age, the trailer was like what made our family glue so well because we had to be in a small space. It was really good for us, you know. We don't have to yell to hear each other. We're literally right beside each other. So I think like living in a small space is just really nice and like really important for relationships, whether it's with your cat or your family or whatever. If I had to sum up my personal philosophy on life, I really try to live my life through kindness for one, kindness to any animals or people. You know, a cat was abandoned with me and now I'm just doing my best. So kindness is like a huge value for me, and to just really take it easy because things might not always be easy for you. If things are a little bit tough or you're facing a bit of adversity, you can get through it and you can really just, you can handle anything. One of my things that I always say is that I'm just gonna make it work. You know, whether it's like, oh, I want to travel here, but I have no money, I'm just gonna make it work. You know, I have nowhere to live and I have a cat, I'm just gonna make it work. So I guess that's probably like my main thing. I just make it work.
If you would like to be featured on different media, there's a form you can fill out to be on the podcast or to have your van toured. And if you're interested in watching more alternative dwelling tours like this, we upload every single Sunday. So hit subscribe, and new van life and chill podcasts every Thursday. Thanks everyone for watching.